All right, guys, we're here. We're back. Pit Chatter Podcast. I'm back doing the opening. Junior's nowhere to be found. Got Noah back. Noah, what's going on, man?
Sorry to break everybody's hearts. I'm back.
Listen, they would much rather listen to Junior, apparently.
Yeah. Maybe we should get Junior to sing the Star Spangled Banner to open every show from now on.
Oh no, 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 no! You, you don't even know. He's come up with this idea that he is going to sing us an intro.
I'm down. Let's
I
do it.
mean,
Let's
I
get it
mean, he's on the
recorded.
last show singing. I don't know, some damn Luke Combs song. I can't remember what it was. Um, Something about a boat or some shit. I don't know.
We'll get him to sing some Taylor Swift song, and that'll be the intro.
That's horrible. No, he's making up his own. The thing about it is he's making up his own song. It's a Pit Chatter podcast song. Okay.
I'd love to hear it.
Oh, you will. Trust me. He was practicing it the other day. We went somewhere and he was sitting beside of me and he started singing it. I said, "What'd you say?" And he said it again, and I was like, it's not half bad, bud. It's not
He's
half bad.
working on the lyrics. He's getting it straight.
Well, I mean, truth be told, like one of the things that really excites him is he likes the idea of being a singer songwriter. So like maybe that's what he's going to do in his future. And I mean, if he does, that's great. Maybe he can, and I've been paying for him to live for the last 4 years. Maybe he can pay for me to live for a few years.
One could only hope.
I mean, that's my hope right there for sure, for sure. Nothing going on in racing around us. I mean, I haven't seen anything on Facebook. Have you seen anything interesting lately?
No, that's it. That's the show, folks.
Yeah, well, a big day today. New management, which we knew it was coming. We talked about it. Talked about it with Junior a little bit on the last show, and new management coming to Franklin County Speedway. I mean, I guess since you're part of the fam there, you can tell us a little bit about
Daddy Timmy coming to town.
it.
He didn't have the money to buy me a damn chair in the tower, but he has the money to run a racetrack, I guess.
Well,
Seems a little screwed up to me.
listen, according to some, it's cheaper to run a racetrack than it is to buy a chair. So,
Apparently,
I
because
mean,
I still
that's
ain't got
what I've
no
been told.
chair.
I mean, listen, they said that I made millions, so I haven't found them yet. Don't know where they were located at. Don't know where they are
We
located
were
at now.
down digging at the track. We figured you buried it somewhere.
I'm gonna just go ahead and let you know if I'd have buried it, it wouldn't have been there.
Well,
It'd have been up here in Copper Hill, Virginia, where I'm
who
at
knows
tonight.
what treasures we're gonna find then.
Oh, yeah. You don't want to know what treasures you're gonna find.
Right now, it's looking like we're gonna find shitty treasures, literally.
Yeah, yeah. You probably got some of those you're gonna find too, for sure. So for those of you who don't know or live under a rock, Daddy Timmy is Timmy Meadows. Timmy Meadows of Hex Haunted Attraction and Hagee Towing, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So Timmy's been helping at the track for a while. Uh, Been a great record driver, great security at times. Um, Entertainment during the fight for the smart modifieds at times. Been involved in a little bit of everything there.
Part time racing.
Oh yeah, I forgot about his racing career.
He
Listen,
hit the
his
outside
racing
wall
career was
every single
nowhere
lap.
near as spectacular as the rest of it. Okay,
He hit the wall every single lap.
did he ever win a bootlegger race?
No, he almost did, and then I gave him that old bump and run on the
Oh, that's
last
right.
turn.
That's right. That's right. That's right. He did win a school bus race though, right? No, Daryl did.
Yeah, Dare won one. I think West won another
Oh
one,
my
the
God,
other one.
man. Well, hopefully his promoting career goes better than his racing career.
Look, one could only hope.
Right, right, right. Well, he's got a tough job ahead of him for sure. I mean, I know from experience that it's not easy, and I was talking to him through text message earlier, and it's he's behind the eight ball already because getting such a late start, with making this deal, as late as it is. So I know he's got a lot of work to do. We were going to try to have him on tonight, but he said he'll be on with us next week. So I guess ahead of New Year's, we'll we'll have us another show. We definitely ain't doing it on New Year's Eve, so it'll probably be Monday next week too.
You don't want to have me on microphone on New Year's Eve.
Listen, having you on microphone any night of the week is, sketchy.
Look, I'm being good right now.
Yeah, you are. I
I
don't
haven't
even.
had a beer in over 24 hours.
Uh, it would have been funnier if you just said I hadn't had a beer in over 2 minutes.
I ain't had a beer since like an hour ago, man. Come on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. During your last propane stop,
Yeah.
you haven't quit yet.
No, I haven't quit.
You said on the show 2 weeks ago that you were thinking about quitting live on the air, so I wasn't sure.
I said that not during the show, so hope my boss don't listen to this podcast.
No, I'm pretty sure, but it's on. It's live on the show. Okay.
I definitely did. Actually, I called you and said that.
Well, Lord, I've done got confused. Okay.
So, oh, well, that's great.
Yeah, I think you were
Hard
talking about that other
coincidence.
job. Listen, hold on. I think you were talking about your other job
Yeah.
at Hex Haunted
The one
Attraction.
at
I
the
think.
racetrack.
No. At Hex, I think you were talking about you were going to quit selling hot
I'm gonna
dogs.
call Timmy and quit now.
Lord Jesus, I'm known for that, not knowing what was said when. Anyways,
I
what
just
do
got
you
a Christmas bonus today and everything. They're gonna give me the boot as soon as I come back tomorrow
getting fired? Getting fired. I
on
mean,
Christmas Eve.
listen, if you get fired, can you go live for that?
I might. I might.
I mean, that would be good.
That would be funny.
Oh Lord. Well, hey, at least you got the racetrack to fall back on if you do.
Oh yeah, because God knows I'll make tons of money off of that. I'll make tens of dollars.
Yeah, that's stretching it just a little bit right there.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot of details in today's announcement there. I'm gonna pull it up. I'll read it while we're sitting here. Um, I gotta remember the name. We're changing the name apparently, right?
Rebranding.
Yeah, yeah.
Franklin County Raceway.
I gotta tell you, and this ain't got nothing to do with y'all. I absolutely hate the name Raceway on any racetrack ever in the history of the world, but I get it.
Well,
uh,
rebranding it's necessary sometimes, but I mean, let's be real. We all know, at least all the old heads, they ain't gonna change what they call it.
no, most people are just gonna call it Callaway, so it don't
Yeah,
make any
that
difference.
is kind of actually what I call it. I say Callaway Speedway most of the time.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it was Callaway Speedway one time. Whitey renamed it Callaway Speedway in the early 2000s, I think. So, and I think that's the only time the name has changed. I was going to my first year, 2013. I was going to rename it Moonshine Capital Speedway, which I think would be a fabulous name. Gosh, I can't even talk. Um, but anyways, the release came out today on the Franklin County Raceway Facebook page. So check that out if you're not already on there. Says racetrack in Callaway, Virginia will operate under new management in 2025. The racetrack that has been in operation since 1969 in Callaway, Virginia will have new management team with rebranding for the 2025 season. Franklin County Raceway. God, it's gonna be freaking hard to get used to saying that. Franklin County Raceway, Virginia's asphalt. This whole thing's going bad for
Yeah,
me, bud.
you done messed it up 84 times
I mean,
already.
Lord Jesus, man. Virginia's asphalt action track. Whew, that's a lot. Will be spearheaded by Roanoke Valley businessman Timmy Meadows through his company Franklin County Raceway LLC. He has been involved with a few race teams and in the operational side of the track the last few years. We discussed that a second ago. Management team looks to make several upgrades to the facility to get ready for a planned April 5th opening day. Projects such as a new scoreboard, repairing drainage issues in the infield. Good freaking luck. Caution light system, bathroom upgrades, PA system repairs, and much more are planned for the 56-year-old facility. As far as racing divisions go, the limited sportsman racers will be the feature class at the 3/8 mile speed plant. It will be joined by mini stocks, super streets, and stock 4 cars. The popular legends division is also slated to make appearances throughout the 2025 season. 12 race only dates will make up the soon-to-be released schedule for the new look raceway. Many more announcements are forthcoming to build excitement. The new era, blah blah blah. Okay. Anyways, we don't have to go through the rest of that. So not a lot of details there, but got four core divisions. It looks like limiteds, mini stocks, super streets, and stock fours. Man, if I could talk tonight, that'd be great.
Yeah, you screwing it up.
Lord Jesus, I mean, I done about wanted to turn it off and start over. Okay.
We're too deep now.
Yeah, I mean, we're only like, well, I don't have a timer on this thing, so I don't know how long we're in. But anyways, what's your thoughts on the divisions? I mean, basically the same as last year, except for no legends as a feature regular division and adding super streets. What's your thoughts there?
I like it. I wish we could have Legends as another core division, but yeah, I mean, as we saw last year through the middle of the summer,
Yeah,
they just kind of stopped showing up,
yeah.
and
Well,
then it
they were
looked
still in
so
the building
promising at
process.
the beginning of the year,
Oh, they
but
did. Yeah, I mean, first two races we had 13 cars at both races. I thought that was going to be the new division that had cars every race, and then all of a sudden somebody turned the faucet off and we didn't have no more.
yeah. So I mean, maybe just keeping them, limited to a few events throughout the year will help
Yeah,
car count, so they won't have to be back there every week.
yeah,
I don't know. Who knows how that'll pan out? But as for the four main ones, yeah, I think it's going to be good.
yeah. If Timmy was going to be on tonight, the one thing I was going to ask him about is how he was going to make that work with limiteds and super streets. The promoter in me hopes that he doesn't try to run those on the same night because I've tried that. I've been there. I've done that. That's probably not going to go very good because it's the same people. You got the same racers trying to race, those divisions, same cars basically. So I'm interested to ask him next week how that's going to play out because it's hard, and I know it's hard not to have a fourth division. So I mean, he may just, I mean, it may be a situation where he has to try to make that work.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard, and I'm gonna tell you, I've said it. I've said it for a while. I've said it on the show 30 times. Super Street, in my opinion, uh, call them late models if you want to. It don't make any difference what you call them, but that should be the premier division at every racetrack. And I know it's not here, but it could be in the future. I mean, who knows what the future holds? For the track and for this management and all that. So you never know where it could go from here. But they're gonna get their feet. They're gonna get their feet good and wet and get a good start here, and find out what's going on for sure.
Yeah, I hope the limiteds work out and all that. And I mean, that should be, like you said, it should be the premier cars at every track. But
Yeah,
lately, and it's not just Franklin County, it's at a lot of places, it hasn't worked out like that. I
yeah,
saw earlier Jimmy Mullins was commenting saying, thanks to the car store, the weekly late model stocks, that's a thing of the past. It's too expensive. And I'm inclined to agree. It's hard to run them big cars now, man.
it is. They're very expensive, man. I mean, when a new car is 100 complete and ready to go is 130,000 dollars. That's just insanity, man. I mean, you go go race for $1,000. I mean, it's just stupid. Uh
You can call up Hinchee Motorsports. We can build you a stock four for about $1,200.
oh, you would not listen. I'll take two of them then, if that's the case.
I
I'll
didn't
take
say
two of them.
what kind of car it was going to
I don't
be.
care. Listen, if they're running and they're complete, I'll take two of them.
Whoa, running.
Oh my
That
God,
wasn't in the plan.
Jesus, man. I
We're gonna
mean,
get
that
you.
that would be a good deal.
What was that car Austin had down there?
That Honda.
No, the the Tercel,
Oh,
the Tercel.
I
We'll
mean,
have you in that 90 horsepower machine.
yeah, yeah. I mean, listen, even for that, for 1,200 race ready. I mean, I'll take two of them.
No, if you have all the stuff already and you can
Yeah,
find a car cheap, then you can do it for 1,200.
you
But
could, you could.
if you're
You're right.
not somebody that has all that, you're still going to pay a lot of money just for a stock four.
Right, right. Yeah, I mean, stock four. Other than if you're going to buy a Wesley Givens car, stock four is a fairly
Crackhead.
reasonable, reasonable priced, division, and that's one of the things that I hope not just there, but at Natural Bridge, and I've heard their stock fours are going to run at Shenandoah. if anybody who picks this class up, I just hope they do a good job of maintaining the rules, because that's probably that's the most paramount thing to that class. And I know I'm a broken record because that's my baby. I started me and Eric Bishop started that division, in 2017, and it really came to life and became the best division at the racetrack last year.
Yeah, and I hope it keeps and continues to grow around at least this region.
Yeah, I mean,
Dude, those cars are so awesome, and anybody can do it. Really, I mean,
yes,
as long as you got a little bit of cash, you can build a car with your tax return and go race for the year. I mean,
right.
I hope it. All these tracks for National Bridge, and I didn't know Shenandoah was planning on running them. I hope
Yep.
they work out there too.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens there. And I've got the old stock four tour. I've got it on the back burner there. I don't really want to. I don't really want to. You know, I don't really want to get in the way of anybody else doing anything. If that's a necessity, we'll find out. At some point or another. But I got a bunch of interest. I know you weren't on last week, but I got a bunch of interest outside of Franklin County, which I knew I was going to, and that was the reason I posted that. I wanted to see what people thought. Heck, I've had I've had guys that have quote unquote U cars messaging me and sending me friend requests for the last 2 weeks now, or whatever, whenever I posted that a week and a half ago or whatever. I mean, they've been all over me. People asking about it. Hell, Barry Wilson, going to build a car, Ford. Tony Hausman talking about racing in it. I mean, it could be really good. I listen. I know you're a Hausman
Sorry,
hater. Okay, listen. I know you're a
I
Hausman
couldn't help.
hater, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell you he's got more stock four slash U car wins than Hinchee Motorsports may ever have. Okay,
That's
just to be
fine.
clear. I mean,
I'd let
and I'm
you
not
know
I'm not
what.
banging on y'all. I'm just telling you. I mean, he was good in his day.
All right, well, today's the day. Tell him
Well,
to build another one of them eclipses, whatever the hell he likes to run,
yeah. Well,
and
he's
bring it
running a
on
little bit of
down, and
everything.
let's have some fun.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. We'll see what happens there. I don't know. Um. Anyways, back to the Franklin County Speedway stuff. I see. I'm
Raceway,
already done messing with it. It's
raceway.
Raceway. Okay, Raceway. I will
See,
never
that's where
get.
I cheat, and I just cut the end off. I just call it Franklin County.
Yeah. Back down in Callaway.
Yeah,
Uh,
there you go.
yeah, I'm never going to get used to Franklin County Raceway. I don't care if it's that name for the
You
next
know what's
100
been
years.
burning me up
What?
is that the address is still going to be on Speedway Lane. I've been thinking about that all damn day.
That is ironic right there.
I was like, man, what we got to do? Let's call up the county.
uh, Lord, that would be a VDOT thing there, not the county. But yeah, speaking of the county, yeah,
Whoever, we're calling the governor.
yeah, yeah. You can call anybody you want. I mean, maybe somebody will get that changed. I'm not real sure. I'm not sure how that works. I don't think the county there likes to do any favors for the racetrack. So I'd say you're probably screwed on that.
Maybe we'll just take the sign down and put one of them Dale Earnhardt Drive signs up.
Yeah, I mean, listen. You can make your own raceway lane sign, but I mean, still the address is going to stay the same
That is true.
of record. So Uh, I mean, didn't see many details in that release today. I know they're planning on getting a lot of stuff out over the next week. I think when Timmy comes on next week, I think he said he'll have a schedule and rules and all that stuff. Anything else? Anything else you know about or can talk about?
I know. Well, I don't know for sure, but I'm assuming they were planning on doing a couple days of destruction,
Yeah,
having some. I don't know what all they want to do. They've been talking about everything. Hell, we might jump a bus or something. I don't know.
yeah.
We're gonna let you drive it.
You ain't letting me do nothing. Okay.
We're gonna jump the concession stand. I'm just making that up because
Hey,
Timmy would get mad.
now that would be
Somebody
cool.
actually think that's legit.
Hey, that would actually be cool if somebody jumped the concession stand. That would be badass.
Yeah, what happens when they don't get enough speed and they take out the concession stand?
Listen, buy more lumber, I guess, buddy.
There'll be
Like
dusty dogs everywhere.
that. Jesus
We'll have a dusty dog explosion.
Christ. Oh God, yeah, good old Dusty Dog. Somebody put on my thing I put up at today about the best rivalry of the season, and somebody put on there that oh God, let me go find it. Oh, it's me and the Dusty Dogs.
Look,
Shit.
there's something I feel like everybody I've talked to, every racer can attest to it. The biggest rivalry is your stomach, and when you're sitting in your car waiting,
Yeah.
when you're staging before you go to green, it seems like every time it just hits you.
Oh,
You
I
like,
can
I hope I
imagine.
don't hit another car because it's coming out.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But yeah, they were. As far as I know, they were planning on doing some days of destruction. They've already been down at the track several days this week working on some stuff. They've already got materials on the way. They're trying to fix up some of the buildings down there. I think the ultimate goal would be to fix them all up to where they're all usable again.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't know what else they're doing. Uh, got some sponsors. Kent's Insulating. I guess they're the first official one.
I would have thought Maggard Insurance would have been the first one.
Well, I guess that's true. Whatever. We got a lot. They got a lot of sponsors coming.
Right, right.
They're in talks with quite a few people.
Yeah.
I think it sounds like from what they're doing, the infrastructure is going to be, at least for right now, the number one priority.
Well, I mean that's a good thing because let's just be real. The place is not in the greatest shape.
No more bring your own buckets. We're gonna fix the shitters, folks.
Oh my God. Jesus.
They
Uh,
got a plan for the drainage. What they're gonna do is they're just gonna hook a pump up and they're just gonna spray it on the racetrack right there in turn three.
yeah.
And y'all better figure it out.
Hey, that'd be great for stock four.
No, I don't know about stock four.
Yeah, it'd be great for stock
Maybe
four.
for any car, we'll just dump it on the track right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of stuff. I guess Lauren, we can
Lauren.
kind of
You mean the same one that I mentioned 2 episodes ago?
look. We're not gonna get into that.
You told me I was crazy.
We're not gonna get into that. Look,
I'm
I
just
didn't think it
saying.
was gonna happen.
Yeah, well,
Based on some conversations, those who know. But yeah, I didn't think it was gonna happen. But you know what? Racetracks have a strange way of bringing people together. I guess it sounds
yeah,
like Lauren is gonna be back, baby.
yeah. Back as race director, right?
That's what I've heard. That's the rumor, at least.
Yeah, yeah. That'll be good.
Poor Josh is gonna get 83 black flags this year. He's gonna be black flag just for looking at Keyshawn the wrong way.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
No, I don't know.
yeah.
I like to think Lauren would be, nice and fair.
Listen, he always was when he was race director for me. So I can't say that I would expect any different.
No, I like Lauren. I think he's a really good race director. You know, I think he does a good job up there, and I think he'll do a good job this year.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. The people involved, and we don't have to mention names yet, but all the people involved. Some of them are a clash of culture versus the others. So it'll be interesting to see how all that plays out as they try to work together.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be some people that are going to disagree on some stuff, and I mean, there's going to be some kinks to work out.
Yeah, sure.
That's how it goes. Anytime you do a complete, basically starting all over
Yeah.
again.
Oh yeah.
But I have faith. I think it's going to be good, and I think it's going to work out.
It'll be interesting for sure. A lot of people have messaged me and they're like, well, they're like, I've got some sort of animosity or something toward Timmy. Timmy has always helped me. I ain't got any animosity toward Timmy. We've had our moments, the last year we had our moments at times, but I mean, Lord Jesus, if I was mad at everybody that I had moments with, I'd be mad at the whole world.
I was going to say everybody's had their moments with you.
Yeah, well, listen, and in that capacity, everybody will have their moments with Timmy. I mean, it's just gonna happen. I promise.
It's just, even if you do everything right and the race
100%.
day goes off without a hitch,
It,
you're
yeah.
still going to have at least three drivers that are pissed and
Yeah.
they swear they're never coming back.
Listen, if they have a bad night, it's the racetrack's fault that they had a bad night. It's not that they didn't prepare. It's not that they ran out of gas. It's not that they left their lug nuts off or whatever. It's always the track's fault.
You're always going to piss somebody off, no matter how good the night goes.
100%. And
If only three guys are mad, I'd say that's a pretty damn good night.
listen, and you're never gonna have a perfect night because if it goes really smoothly, then well, it probably wasn't very good.
Yeah, the races were probably boring as hell.
I remember, I want to say it was 21 or 22 season. It was early on in the year, and we had a race that just, I mean, the day just flew by and it was over with. And somebody said, man, that was a good night right there. Nobody got into no fights and nobody's over here arguing. And I said, you know what? That's the most boring night I've ever seen at this racetrack. And I hope I never have one of those again.
We had a pretty quick one this past year. I don't remember. I remember when it was, but it was like 9:30 when we were starting the last race, and I was like, "What in the hell is going on around here?"
Yeah, and then we finished the last race at like 11. But,
Yeah, well, like you said, it never goes perfect.
no, which is great. I mean, honestly, it's never going to be perfect, and you never really want it to be. I mean, you think you do, but you don't. So,
Look, and as much as it aggravates the hell out of race directors and promoters,
yeah,
look, sometimes them hour long late model races or them hour long mini stock race, I love that shit, man.
yeah.
As soon as you go green, they took 20 minutes cleaning up that damn track, and as soon as they go green, three of them go off into the wall going into one.
Well, one thing about it is it gives the fans the time to talk to one another. So,
It gives them time to dissect and
yeah, tell his buddy, I could do better than them idiots out there.
yeah, they always say that.
Oh, 100. Listen, the best race car drivers at the track are sitting in the stands. If you don't believe me, ask them.
I wish race cars weren't so expensive.
Yeah.
Because then we could just go up in the stands and be like, "You think you could do better? Hop in, buddy," and watch them go 45.
Listen,
In
when I was
about
renting any cars in 2021, that's kind of what happened. I mean, I had multiple times. I had a guy one night. I had a guy rent a car. He started the IndyCar race, which I mean, granted, IndyCar was stupid that year. I mean, there was 35, 40, 50 cars in a race, and which may never happen again. Crazy time. Just the cycle hit the perfect time. But the one dude, he rented a car. He literally started the race, came back around, came back down pit road, and parked the car. And I ran over to him. Well, I didn't run. My fat ass ain't running. I went over to him and I said, dude, what happened? What happened to the car? Because I'm thinking I'm gonna have to refund this guy or give him another ride or whatever. He said, no, these people are crazy. I ain't going back out there.
yeah, that's about damn right.
I
That's how
appreciate you
all
two
of them
hundred
are.
dollars for that one lap.
They always say, I'd wreck that guy. I
Yeah,
wouldn't let that slide.
yeah.
And I was like, let me explain to you this way. And this is just talking about stock fours, so it's kind of slow.
Yeah.
I was like, you ever had somebody just smack you right in the door while you're driving down Interstate 81? You ever had somebody brake check you or hit you in the ass while you're driving down 81? Be like, all right, now imagine that while you're making a hairpin turn flat sideways in that car, and tell me how you feel.
Yeah, one race last year. I won't mention any names. The people who know who they are will know, and if you know, don't mention the name. But one of the cars got wrecked in practice, and they came over to me and they said they wrecked us on purpose. And the person that had wrecked them, I looked at them and I said, that person does not have the speed nor the skill to wreck you on purpose. I said, you don't realize how much skill it takes to wreck somebody on purpose. Ask Austin Williams. He about missed Wes Givens when he tried to wreck him on purpose.
He almost did miss him. I forgot about that.
I know. I mean, it takes a lot of skill to wreck somebody on purpose.
Especially in them damn front wheel drives.
Oh, well, for sure. And that was what it was a front wheel drive.
Yeah, you gotta hit somebody perfect to get there.
Yeah.
People really don't understand.
No, they have no clue.
They think it's just, oh, well, you just hit the gas and run into them. Be like, buddy, that's how you wreck yourself.
Yeah, yeah,
There's a lot more technical stuff that goes into it.
yeah, yeah. They have no idea, none whatsoever.
That's why I had to tell Josh his first year, he kept getting pissed. And his way of, showing everybody that he's pissed was he'd nail you in the ass.
Yeah,
But he would do it in the middle of the turn or exiting the turn. I'm like, Josh, all you doing is giving him a boost and he's getting further away from you.
yep, yep,
I was like, if you're going to nail him, do it entering the turn.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
people don't understand. It's a lot
No,
more that goes into it.
yeah,
Even any car. They just say, oh, these damn rednecks
yeah,
around here.
yeah.
All right, get out there, buddy.
It either takes a lot of balls or a lot of beer to be good in any car, one or the other.
Look, any car. I can't remember if it was you or say you just got to strap that helmet and just toss your brain out the window.
I mean, if you strap it down good enough, you cut the circulation to your brain off. It'll be all right.
And if you're scared while you're putting that seatbelt on, maybe just take it right back off and just get out.
Yep, yep.
I remember, I think it was like 2 years ago. It was some girl. I've never seen her before, and I don't think I've seen her since.
Oh, the little blonde girl, right?
I don't. It was in
That the one
any
that went up
car.
on the wall on the backside?
Yeah, she backed it up over the wall, and
Yeah.
then middle cars are still flying by her. She just undoes her seatbelt, climbs through the car, out the back window, smiling and laughing. And I was like, this
Listen,
girl has got some nuts on her.
when they came, it was her and her sister. They were both in the race, or something like that. And when they came up there to sign in to register for the race, I was looking and I was like, I don't think they know what they're about to get into, but I actually think they did later on. I think they knew exactly what they were getting into, and they
Yeah,
were
that was
ready for it.
crazy. I was waiting for some redneck to get out of that car.
Hey, now granted, they only run once, okay?
Well, they got their money's worth out of that
So,
one run.
so listen, she might have had a set of nuts on her, but she had some brains on her too, not to get back in there.
Yeah, she said that was fun, but I ain't doing it again.
Yeah, yeah, that was. And honestly, I can't tell you how many people, especially when I was renting cars. I can't tell you how many people rented a car one time and never raced anything ever again. Now, it did lead to people renting cars and buying their own, and moving to stock four. And I mean, there were some good things that came with that. I mean, whole hell of a lot of work. I mean, I worked for John Coe to death.
I mean, that'd be a cool way to. It'd be cool if Timmy could get back to doing that, but like you just said, that's a lot of maintaining you have to do.
Yeah, he better
And
hire
that's
14 people. That's all I can tell you, because, I mean, that's a job right there.
it either makes or breaks you.
Yep.
You're gonna know what you're made of after tonight.
Right, right. Some of them guys, they get out there in street car drag racing and they think that's something. They don't realize that that's easy and simple. Well, except for when Ryan Wheat runs into you.
Oh, that is something I told you before. They're planning on fixing the gate
Yeah.
where that dude in the Accord smacked the gate, janked it up.
Yeah. Listen, that gate needs a lot of work. I mean, I know they probably ain't ready for all of what it really needs. I mean, honestly, it needs to be cut up and redone. But that's a lot. That's
I
a
hope
big
it doesn't
process.
change the sound. That's such a signature
It
sound
it
that I
is
can
it
hear
is
in
a.
my sleep. The sound of the gate closing.
I could hear it when you said
I can
it.
hear it. The bouncing when it bounces, it goes.
Yep. Oh man. Oh god. Yeah.
Hey,
There's
you're locked in. You ready to go?
Yeah. 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 It'll be interesting, man. I know they got a lot of things planned, and there's a lot of things that need to be done there. A lot of things I wish I had the money to work on myself, but I had the money about to run the race program. That was about it.
Yeah, it does. It takes a lot of money, especially when you're trying to do upgrades and
Yeah.
bring this thing back to the 21st century.
Yeah. That's a long road right there.
She's still stuck in the 70s, I think, but it
Yeah.
gives it character. That's half
Maybe
the fun.
90s. Maybe 90s. Most of the places in about the early 90s,
That's what I
late.
told him. I said we need to fix it up, but don't fix it up too much.
Yeah, listen, it needs to
Let's
be
bring
done.
this thing to like 2003.
Well, it needs to be done kind of like North Wilkesboro. Redo it, but don't let it lose its charm. You know, what I mean, fix the things that you can fix that continues to give it that look. You know what I mean, of nostalgia without without actually modernizing it. You know what I mean?
That's what I've been looking at pictures where they're messing with Bowman Gray and they put up the safer barrier, and I was like, something about that just don't feel right.
I actually, everybody keeps saying that. I actually think it's great. I don't know how
I
they
mean,
got away.
obviously it's a good thing for safety and
Well, yeah,
all that,
sure,
but
sure, sure. But I think the looks of it, I think it looks amazing. I think it actually looks so much better. I think sometimes we get caught up, and same thing probably with Franklin County. We get caught up in thinking, man, this place just looks cool because it looks old. Well, maybe it don't. Maybe it would look better if it looked modern. I don't know.
yeah,
I don't
that's
know.
like people on Pawn Stars. They think just because it's old, it's worth something. Not
Yeah,
always.
yeah,
Sometimes it's just old and it's a piece of junk.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, I mean, it ought to be good. I'm curious to see what it's going to look like after they fix it. I'm glad they're going to do something with the caution lights. That's one
Oh,
of the things they're going to fix. Put some strobes up,
yeah,
make it a little bit easier to see during the daytime.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I'm sure there's a cheaper way to do it. I mean, I priced them out in 2020. It was like $21,000 for the wheel-in lights. Yeah, good luck.
I wish the I think they were called the lightsevers had caught on more.
Well, I mean, they could. All you got to do is install them. I mean, you can
Yeah,
make
but
them.
how many racers would really buy them?
Well, I mean, listen, a racetrack is a you have to take every source of revenue that you can take, just like renting transponders. I mean, did I want to spend the amount of money that I spent in transponders? Whatever 20 grand, 25 grand, whatever it was. Did I want to spend that in transponders? No, but every week it generated revenue. Same thing with race sievers, light sievers, any of that stuff. Buy them, rent them. They generate revenue. They pay for themselves. I mean, that's how a racetrack works.
I just thought it was a good idea. But
It is a good
also,
idea.
I don't know how I feel about it. You got a giant yellow light popping up in your face
Well, I mean,
when you're halfway through the turn and they're wrecking in front of you.
it's better than a giant pileup of cars you're running into.
That is true.
So, I mean, everything has its benefits, its advantages and disadvantages. So,
I think I'm petitioning. We're going to put a dome over it,
yeah, they're
and
gonna
we're going.
they're gonna use your money to do that, though.
All right, we're canceling the dome.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I thought.
Uh, I can't afford that. Any sponsors that would like to pay for that?
Dude, you can't even afford flow. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Look, they keep going up.
It's going to be $500 a year by the time you decide to buy it.
I definitely ain't buying it then.
I mean, you might. You
You
never know.
had me convinced the one day I was gonna buy it, and then I looked and it went up like $40, and I said, "Nope, they lost me again."
Listen, Kent Chrisley's excited about the racetrack, for sure being open this year. I mean, he might be in a giving mood. It is Christmas time. He may give you money to get flow.
I might have to petition and tell Timmy to not let him in until he buys me flow.
Yeah. I mean, either that or the track can sponsor you flow.
I don't think he's ever gonna do that.
Lord.
He might sponsor himself flow, and then I'll have to go up to his house just to watch races.
I'll just get his login and you can knock him off.
Get his login. I'm gonna just get his credit card. And
Well, even better. Even better.
go to town on it.
Listen, you get those numbers, we'll send them over to me too. Okay.
No, we ain't sharing.
Oh, okay.
This
Dang.
is all for one and one for all.
Dang. That's terrible, man.
We're gonna spend that Franklin County Raceway millions.
I mean, listen, you've already got Raceway down. So, are you the announcer?
I don't know yet.
What do you mean you don't know?
Technically, I think I'm still unemployed.
Uh, I mean, so if you're not the announcer, are you going back racing? I mean, like for real. Don't just say, "Yeah, man, don't go back racing." No, I like for real. Are you going back
For
racing? You
real
going to
this
announce? What are
year,
you going to do?
I assume I will end up doing, so even if I'm not announcing, I will work for him in some capacity.
Oh man, you'll be
But
selling hot
I
dogs
am
in
gonna race.
pits. That's what's going to happen. You're gonna be
Glizzy
selling
Slinger.
hot dogs in the pits. Dusty
I'm
dog.
gonna sell hot dogs while I'm racing. I'm gonna be going down the backstretch throwing hot dogs at the passenger window.
I mean, the last time you was throwing batteries at them, so I mean, I guess the hot dogs would be better.
They'll be fine.
I mean, the last time they got car parts in their eyes, the hot dog would be much better.
Look, like I said a few weeks ago, you sit in the splash zone, you might get splashed.
Jesus, man. Jesus.
That's why it says don't stand at fence. You might catch a battery, you might catch Chris Meek's wheel.
Oh God. I mean, Alex Brown has been on a tear about that, hasn't he?
He really has.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
seen him on Facebook. He's tore up about that for sure.
he is. When he tried to say, I just want this to be known because I know he's going to listen to this.
Oh
He
yeah.
tried to say that he was not standing in front of the fence
Yeah.
and then posted a video very clearly showing him standing directly behind the fence.
Yeah, yeah.
That's supposed to be parking, not bleachers.
Now, for what it's worth, his argument is a valid one.
Oh, yeah, I'm not saying that. He definitely has a valid argument.
But
However, he just told on himself, though, because he said he was not standing there.
100%.
And his video showed him definitely standing right there.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. He got a great angle of that. That's the first time I'd seen it.
Oh, that's a great video. I don't know why he didn't show us earlier.
I know. I mean, that listen, that would have made a great TikTok. I don't know why he didn't show us that.
He could have sold it for $10.
I mean, I might have given him a buck. I'd give him a dusty dog for it.
Speaking of giving things, I still need my shirts. I need my comped Franklin County famous shirt.
Oh my God. Who said you was getting one of those?
Me. I'm the one that started that.
Oh yeah. I mean, you are. I'll give you credit. You are the one that started it. I mean, but,
I think I should at least get a shirt because God knows you ain't gonna give me kickbacks.
listen, if you don't manage to get fired from the podcast here, I'll get you one. Okay.
What's the deadline? How long do I have to stay tenured?
At least a year.
We're close.
Yeah, no, I know. I mean, you're not far off. I think you
I
started
think we're
April, March, maybe.
I think it was like March, maybe.
Yeah.
End of February, March. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd have to hold on. I'll go look what the first.
I did my episode and then I just never left.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I was like, yeah, I'll just stay.
Yeah, I think we're good. We'll just go with this. Let's see. Let's go back. Looking through all the episodes here. Let's see. I don't know. Were you on the next episode after your episode?
I don't think I was. I think it was like 2 in between me.
I'd have to actually go and listen because you were on episode 2. You were the second guest. Least listened to episode we ever had, I think.
Well, oh well.
It was not. But let's see. I know you were Junior was back on episode 6. I know you were on for the Jonathan Hall one. You were on when Will came on, right?
Yeah, when we were doing it in the Mexican restaurant.
Yeah, I think you were on before that. So you've been on for a while. That would have been 9 months ago. So you got 3 months left.
I got 3 months before I can get a damn T-shirt.
I mean, I already gave you one T-shirt, and your fool ass done lost it.
I know, and my mom shrunk it.
Oh my God! Was that the Franklin County one or the Bing
That
Bong?
was
No,
my
you lost
Buster
the Bing
Carroll
Bong,
one.
right? Yeah, yeah.
She tries to do this to me every time. Every once in a while, she'll accidentally dry one of my shirts, and then she tries to claim that I'm just getting really fat.
Are you sure that
I'm like, Mom,
she's not
I wore the
correct
shirt
here?
2 days ago. I know I'm fat, but I ain't gained 40 pounds in the past 2 days. I think you shrunk the shirt.
Oh my God! Jesus, man.
I can't be walking around with belly shirts. It already hangs out enough.
Yeah, I mean, you might need to wear, the tall version of shirts, not.
I might just embrace it and start wearing crop tops.
I mean, I thought the shirts you were wearing were already crop tops.
That's how I'm gonna announce if Timmy hires me as announcer.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna put the pink cowgirl boots and crop top.
So are you going for the announcer's position? Because you've totally ignored my question about racing. So
I think I'm a politic. I tried to answer it, and we got. I'm gonna race. Actually,
at
me and
Franklin
Josh
County,
have already secured sponsors.
yeah, Maggard
Because
Insurance to the rescue, baby.
no, because yeah, I did want to say that we have officially severed from Timmy on our race team.
Oh God,
We are the sole owners of our cars. He is not going to sponsor us. Even my aunt, Daryl, and my aunt, they ain't sponsoring us.
why the hell they not sponsoring you?
I don't know. Probably because they don't like us no more.
I can understand that.
Josh put up a pitiful performance last year and ruined our sponsorship opportunities, but we already got the new one secured. But
What's the new
yeah, I'm gonna.
sponsor?
I think regardless if I'm announcing or not, I'm gonna do some kind of job, and whenever I feel like it or whenever I can, I'll race.
Yeah, what's the new sponsor?
I don't want to say it yet because it's not official.
Oh, okay, okay. So you haven't actually got the sponsorship. You just hope you do, right?
I'm pretty sure we have it, but I haven't checked with Josh. We talked about it earlier at like noon. I haven't called him back since.
Yep, yep. Well, that's good.
I think it was agreed. The price was just not agreed upon.
Gotcha, gotcha.
But we're gonna do it right. We're gonna have the matching paint schemes and everything. Them cars is gonna look hype this year.
I mean, can we get a new look
For who?
for y'all's cars?
Yeah, we're getting a new look.
Okay, all right.
We only had the same look for 2 years.
I know that's a year and a half too long.
Some people rock the same thing always.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
look at Jimmy Mullins. He's had the same damn paint scheme for 48 years.
Actually, you're wrong. You're actually dead wrong about that. He's had multiple paint schemes in the last 4 years.
What are they all red and white?
I mean, yes, they've all been red and white, but they've all been different paint schemes. And previous to that, he's had all kinds of. I mean, he was the Dale Earnhardt 3 in 1995.
I could never do that. I want to, but I think it's just too cliche. There's too many rednecks out there to do
Well,
that.
listen, the way you drive, Dale Earnhardt fans would revolt. Okay.
Yeah, they get Vietnam flashbacks, is what they do. Not again.
That should not be funny, and I should not be laughing. Jesus Christ. Well, the show's officially getting canceled. I mean, I
Look,
can
I
see
was
it.
doing it for Dale. All right.
Oh,
When I committed, I committed.
you were definitely doing it for Dale. There's no doubt about that.
I misunderstood. I thought it was do it like Dale,
Yeah.
not do it for Dale.
Lord have mercy. Show derailed right here at the end. Last episode ever. We made it to episode 42. So,
Yeah, I think some of the old heads are going to protest me after that one.
yeah, it's not looking good. I'm just go ahead and tell you.
It's all right.
Jesus, man.
I should
uh,
piss them off some more. I like Kyle Busch.
man. I don't even know if they'd be mad about that now.
I don't know. Who do they hate? Joey Logano? I can't even get that out of my mouth. He's a bum. I hate that loser.
Oh my God, he's awesome.
He's a bum.
Joey is not just awesome on the racetrack; he's awesome off the racetrack.
I'm a Denny fan.
I like Denny. I don't know if you know this or not, but I used to go to the races with him and his mom. And I can't remember his girlfriend's name. His mom, Mary Lou. I used to go to the races with them, take photos for them, write stories, and do different stuff for them guys back in the day.
I just think it's crazy that he was considered like a nice guy for so long. And then it was like, it just kind of flipped all of a sudden, and he's like public enemy number one.
I mean, he is a nice guy. I mean, NASCAR fans, perspective of people, um, it's not genuine. Like, I'll give you a couple of examples. In my opinion, these are all my opinion. Right? Martin Truex Jr. People love him. He's a douchebag. I mean, just saying it. I mean, he is. Denny Hamlin. They think he's a douchebag. He's a super cool guy.
I wonder what Kyle Busch is like.
He's an interesting character. I met him at the Denny Hamlin Short Track Showdown at Southside, and he's an interesting character for sure. Tony Stewart's another interesting character. He's not the nicest person on earth.
Yeah, well, we could do that. He's
Like
not
Bubba
the
Wallace.
nicest sprint car driver in the world, if you get what I'm
Oh my
saying.
God! Here we go. Freaking extra mess. Uh, Bubba Wallace is another great example. I mean, super good guy. Former Franklin County Speedway winner. Super good guy. People hate him, which he
Well,
brought some of that on himself. Yeah, I would agree. But super
that
good.
that one thing, it kind
Yeah,
of,
well, everybody tries to point to that, but they already hated him before that. So
yeah,
you
but
know,
that pushed it over the edge.
yeah, yeah. Uh, I
I
got
just
some
hate
stuff
how
coming
he's
up here.
become like the Taylor Swift of, like that one race he won that was rain shortened,
Yeah.
and they made it everywhere. It was all national headlines. You're like, okay, bro, he won one race by a rain delay. Let's
Well,
calm down here.
I mean, it is what it is. The thing about it is though, is he can't control how the media represents him.
Oh, I know.
You
I'm
know,
sure he probably wants to get away from all that.
he also wants to make the money and be in NASCAR, so he doesn't want to get away too much. But I mean, would he rather be a regular driver who is just out there every week and they don't look upon him differently? Yep, I'm sure he would. Man, I wish I could tell the stories of being around him and his dad and his mom, back in the UARA days and going to Myrtle Beach and Martinsville. And man, some of the quotes of Darrell Wallace Sr., his dad, were pretty amazing, actually.
Oh, I've heard. I mean, I've heard him on the Dale Jr. podcast talking about his dad.
Oh, you
He
listen.
sounds like a fun guy.
Oh,
Maybe not to be his son, but a fun guy to hang out with.
well, I mean, I think he could be a real jerk, but he was hilarious. I mean, I know a lot of people. I think it's just that generation of people.
So, all hard asses.
Yep, 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 yep. A whole generation of them.
That's what I'm saying. It's fun to hang out with them, but you don't want to necessarily be their kids.
Yeah. Listen, I live that every day. Okay,
Well,
I live
I
that
mew
every day. So, for whatever that's worth.
no comment on that one.
Right, right. All right. What else you got about Franklin County Raceway? Anything?
No, I don't know. Did I go through everything? I
I
don't
don't know. Tell us what the list. I mean, you get. I know there's a list somewhere of things not to say. Give us a few things off of that list.
know. I tried to think of something funny
Oh my
quick. I
God.
couldn't think of nothing funny. We're gonna
Lord.
promote somebody. I can't even think of nothing. I'm losing it. I'm losing my funny bone.
Wow. I mean, gosh, Daddy Timmy's already got you on such a leash you can't even make a good joke. I mean,
I
damn,
couldn't. I was trying to think of one quick. I couldn't think of one.
Lord.
Keyshawn's driving the pace car. I don't know.
No, you'd have been better if you just said Hext is sponsoring Keyshawn this year.
Wouldn't that be some
You,
shit?
you know, I mean, that right there would not surprise me. Okay. At this
Put him
point,
in Josh's car, same number and everything.
I mean, might as well. I mean, we got Lauren back in the tower. Might as well get Keyshawn in the Hex car. I mean, what the hell else?
We're putting Keyshawn back in the Toyota.
Well, I don't even know if he'd run a Toyota ever again.
No, he's done been spoiled like the rest of us.
Yep.
I was the
Yep.
same way. Once you hop on one of them damn Cavaliers, you're like, yeah, I ain't driving nothing ever again.
Oh, it's over from there for sure. Yep, for sure. Well, listen, Christmas is coming up, 2 days away. We're gonna put this episode out tonight, so it'll still be 2 days away. Um, what are you doing for Christmas?
Christmas Day, I ain't doing nothing.
Right?
We do everything Christmas Eve. I got two different ones to go to tomorrow. I got to work. That's if my boss don't listen to this and I get fired.
Lord Jesus.
I am on call, so probably 16 people will call first thing Christmas morning and need propane. So,
That sounds about right.
yep. Hey, man, I've been out for 5 days, but I just now decided to call.
I believe that. That sounds about right.
That's how they be doing it.
Well, I mean, hopefully, hopefully Timmy don't fire you from the job, not the propane job, but the other job. For me saying you were gonna quit live on air. You know what I mean?
Well, we'll see tomorrow. I'm gonna go into work, and then my boss gonna be like, "Hey, step in the office real quick." I'm gonna be like, "Damn it!"
There is zero chance your boss listens to this show.
I don't know.
Listen, zero chance. Zero chance.
Look, it's no secret that my employer has been involved with racing things. Somebody somewhere might listen.
You make a good point. You make a good point.
Don't worry, it's just the headquarters that are involved. Nobody
Yeah,
serious.
yeah, you'll be all right then.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if you get fired, you can always fall back on the racetrack job, man. That's all I'm saying.
Yep, my $50 a week salary.
That was only if you weren't, didn't have too many Pepsis and remember to come get it.
That was working for you. I'd imagine for Timmy, I'm probably not getting paid at
Oh yeah,
all.
yeah, you're definitely not getting paid. Listen, based on the way racetrack finances are, he better find a whole lot of people that ain't getting paid. Okay, I mean that's how you make the world go round, right there.
Pretty much.
So, all right, so we'll have more details next week on the Franklin County Raceway. Timmy Meadows, new. I don't know if he wants to be called promoter or leaser or whatever. I don't.
Daddy.
Yeah, I will not be calling him daddy. I'll just let you know.
Everybody just call him Daddy Timmy.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna pass on that. I don't think I'll ever call a man daddy, but for that matter, I don't think I'll ever call a woman daddy. But
Daddy Timmy.
it's a whole nother conversation. Um,
El Presidente.
yeah, yeah. Whatever his title will be. But we'll have him on next week, leading into New Year's. So we'll have a lot more information. And if you're listening to this episode and you want us, to ask him some questions, be sure to hit me up on Messenger. I'll ask him anything you come up with. I mean, within reason, unless you're coming up with some stupid stuff, I won't ask him that. But anything that makes sense, I'll ask, and I'll get you as many answers as I can. And hit up Noah. Noah won't ask him no hard questions, but I will.
Yep, pretty much. I'll be like 60 minutes interviewing Kamala.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
We're throwing nothing but softballs.
And we're gonna cut out the parts where she says something stupid or he says something stupid.
Yeah, we're gonna edit it and put a different thing in.
Yeah, yeah. That's one thing we don't do much of on this show is editing. That's one, I'm too sorry to do it. Two, it's too much work.
Yeah, it's hard because then you got to listen through the whole thing again
Oh, I
right
know.
after you just did it.
It's awful. It's awful. I mean, that's why I didn't edit out any of the cuss words earlier in the year, and now I don't even worry about it. But it's all good.
Go hire Junior as the producer.
Listen, if I could teach him, that's one thing I probably should teach him I should teach him how to edit. That way, I don't ever have to do it. That would be great.
Yeah, and then you go back and listen. He done edit it, put in a bunch of memes.
Edited his own voice in there
Yeah, probably.
instead of me talking. It'd be him talking to you.
Pretty much.
That'd be great. Anyways, Merry Christmas to everybody out there, and hopefully you enjoy this episode. Got a little bit more information. Noah giving us a little bit more, not much. He's holding solid on keeping all the information a secret here, but next week we'll get all the info. Timmy will be on here. He can break it down for us. We'll get all the info he wants to get out there and get it in everybody's minds.
Yep, looking forward to it.
All right. Well, that'll do it for this episode of the Pit Chatter Podcast. We'll see you next week.
Bing bong.